Hey there Bookworms, welcome to today's vlog. I'm Ange, I'm your very casual librarian, and welcome to part 2 of my Cosy Bookish Adelaide adventure. So Bookworms, as often happens in these types of situations, we've come to letterpress books and it's shut. So what a great start to the vlog. Professional vlogger. I didn't plan that very well. Hi, I'm Ange. I'm your very casual librarian and your very casual professional vlogger who doesn't plan things very well. And I'm here in Adelaide for 3 days doing all things bookish and cozy and taking you with me. So if you're new here, hi, I'm so glad you found us. And if you're a returning bookworm, as always, welcome home. So Kira and I are going to need a plan B. I think we need another plan, Kira. There's Kira in the background. That's okay. That's okay. We've had a beautiful lunch. And now we've got the rest of the afternoon. We're going to think... Wait a minute.
Do we swing past Dymocks?
Yes, actually, that did look like an epic Dymocks. And I know it's like just a Dymocks, well, you know, I shouldn't say just, but it's like a chain bookstore. But I think that one's worth a look, don't you reckon?
I think Dymocks might save the day.
All right, let's go and do it. Up in the world, Kira. We're rising.
I'll come with you.
Love an escalator.
Love it.
Love an escalator.
That's a good start.
Very underrated. Love an escalator.
It's actually, they're really uplifting, I find.
That's why we're friends. Can't lose. Can't lose.
The Christmas lights fill the city. There are people everywhere. The snow is falling white and pretty.
We're descending out of book heaven, out of Dymocks. We've both got something to show for it.
We do, yeah.
We'll show you in a second when we're off this elevator. Maybe when we're in the car.
Sounds good. Let's do that. My hair
It's amazing.
is hairing today.
It's like Hawaiian's made.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, folks, we're back at the Airbnb. Okay, so did you go into that Dymocks with like a goal or a shopping list in mind, or would you...
So I had one book that
Okay.
if I found, I would get.
Yep.
And then the intuition for the rest.
Okay. So I went in thinking, because I'd been into a few secondhand bookshops already on this trip, I thought, well, I really wanted to get some Christmas reads, but I wasn't having any luck finding any of those at secondhand bookshops. And I think, I've found that Christmas reads don't tend to turn up at secondhand bookshops very often. So I thought, well, if I'm going to go to a Dymocks and to a new bookshop, that's what I'd look for.
Lovely.
So what did you come out with?
I came out with no Christmas reads.
Just me then.
just you. So this is kind of like a sweet, saucy little spicy fantasy.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Is that the one that's the third in the series? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the third in the series by Kimberly Lemming.
Mm-hmm.
She writes a really fun, inclusive, body positive fantasy.
Love that.
That's just like nice.
Cozy? Would you call it cozy fantasy?
It's super cozy actually.
Okay.
And quite a quick little read. Here you go.
So I found this one and it's a French Christmas. It is a book of festive tales for a joyeux. What would you call that?
Oh.
Joyeux?
Yeah.
So it says, this lovely book includes classics by French authors, plus stories by esteemed 20th century authors. Let these generous, joyous stories transport you and your loved ones to the heart of a very French Christmas. Nice. And I thought, well, that's kind of sounds nice. It's something a bit different from the usual kind of Christmassy romance. That's the one there. Okay.
Number two for me. I actually picked this up second. It's called Shapeshifting, First Nations Lyric Nonfiction. The most recent book that I finished, because I start a lot, I've never finished so many. Sand Talk was right up there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I feel like I reread each part at least 3 times.
Yeah.
And it really had. This really speaks to me because it's a series of essays. It pushes the boundaries of non-fiction beyond the biographical or the academic, with pieces that experiment with form and embark on carefully crafting and recrafting interventions that both challenge and expand existing genre structures. I think my little brain's just gonna like it. The idea of understanding things from different perspectives is kind of like me.
Yes,
like that's what
amazing.
I'm for.
I also got this book called Merry Christmas by Mary Ann O'Connor. I picked up this one because, again, it's not your typical Christmas romance. It's a historical fiction Christmas book, and you don't see that very often either. It's set in 1909, and I thought that was kind of cute as well. And I am always in the mood for a historical fiction, so Christmas historical fiction, what's not to love?
Okay, the last two kind of go together. Really nice, bright journal. So about this particular style of binding.
Yeah.
Just lays flat.
That open, yeah.
You are here.
I'm going to butcher this, I'm sorry, but I think it's Thich Nhat Hanh.
Yeah. Discovering the magic of the present moment.
I've read books by him as well. I can't remember the name of the last one I read, but they just make you feel like you've meditated.
That's important to me because it's like, it's one thing to intellectualize something, it's another thing to action it.
Yeah.
And I need that from these books. It's
Yeah.
like a clear idea that I can action.
And the last one that I bought was The Christmas Market by Linda McAvoy. And this one is more of a typical Christmas romance, except when I read the back, it seems quite quirky. So it doesn't seem like it's going to be your formulaic Hallmark movie in a book. And are we going to go, what are we doing this afternoon? It's already 6 o'clock now nearly. So we were going to go and get gelato. I wonder if that's still open.
Yeah.
Windy. Sorry. It is windy. Hi. We are up and we've finally gotten ourselves organised and we're heading to, what's it called again?
The Mockingbird Lounge.
The Mockingbird Lounge, which we have to visit because it's our last day in Adelaide and it's on the same street we've been staying in.
It's the whole reason I booked this Airbnb.
So I don't know why we've left it this long, but it's craft secondhand books coffee.
Yeah, gifts. Yeah.
I mean, how can you go wrong?
Sounds perfect.
That's everything, isn't it? Much?
It looks like they have lots. Amazing. Everything else is paling in comparison.
It is stocked up.
Yeah.
I've got all my books in bloody Jackie Hamilton's mother's shed.
Cards?
Yes. Kira found our joint souvenir for this trip and it couldn't be more perfect. Look what we got. So pretty.
I had that through the next day, but I just 14 years, 10 years ago. You know, kind of.
I was struggling a bit to get into this and it
didn't work as well for me as the other one I read.
Guys, this is our place. The Mockingbird Lounge is built for bookworms. They have so much choice in there. They're crafts, gifts, they have book clubs, they have a garden out the front, a garden out the back, beautiful food, and the people are super lovely. This is like a destination, like a bookworm destination. Kira and I have gone crazy in here. I could have spent all day in here. Like I could just hang out here all day. That's why we're friends. I got Kira the olive and she got me the bluebell. This is why we're friends. Okay, bookworms, it is 1:30 in the afternoon. Kira's gone off to do something else this afternoon, but I thought before we leave South Australia, we have to go and see the State Library. I mean, you'd have to be dead inside not to love that library. That is magical. That whole space is magical, and there's a hush when you walk in there. Yeah, you have to see it in real life to really appreciate it. I hope I caught it on camera. Okay, so I think it's time to go and find a cup of coffee and sit and read for a bit.
Are we lost? Are we not? Are we real? Are we turning to dust? Do you feel what I feel? Have we changed so damn much? Can we heal? You're not saying a word. Oh, it feels so unreal. We lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. With us nothing moves forward. It just stays the same. Think you know the answer, but you're playing a game. Thought we stayed together, but you don't feel the same, right? I've been thinking about you. If you think about me, are we thinking this through? If we're not meant to be, and you're doubting in me, tell me what shall we do? Didn't think you'd leave without a trace. Go find some courage and just say it to my face. Say it to my face. Are we lost? Are we not? Are we real? Are we turning to dust? Do you feel what I feel? Have we changed so damn much? Can we heal? You're not saying a word. Oh, it feels so unreal. We lost all ambition.
Oh my gosh, bookworms, that was a bit overwhelming. Page and Turner. They have multiple copies of each book, new and secondhand, varying degrees of condition. Yeah, gosh, if you can't find it in there, it doesn't exist, I think. I did find this copy of Anne of Green Gables, which, you know, I already have copies of, but I've never seen this one before. It's the Pantone cover, like colour cover. And I just think that's so cool. And I've never ever seen that copy of Anne of Green Gables, so I grabbed it, $10. Hey Bookworms, so it's 7:30 on Sunday night and it's our last night in Adelaide. We've just had some dinner, we just had leftovers and I've just had a cup of tea and I'm packing and getting stuff organised to go on the big drive tomorrow and drive back to Melbourne. But I just thought I'd show you quickly what I found today at Mockingbird Lounge because I found quite a few books there and that honestly is a really, really good secondhand bookshop. So I'll show you what I found. I'm just getting them out of the bag. Yesterday when we were at Two Bit Villains, I was reading Barbara Kingsolver's The Poisonwood Bible from their little library and I put it back, but I really enjoyed what I read so far. And then I found a copy at Mockingbird Lounge, so I grabbed that so I can continue reading it at some stage. And that was only $10, so the books were around the $10 range for good quality paperback, even some hardcovers and stuff like that. So not too bad. I found this one, A Well-Behaved Woman, which is by Therese Ann Fowler. It is a book about a woman after the American Civil War and she's a bit of a rebel. I also found The Making of Christina, which sounds like a little bit of a psychological thriller, and it's by Meredith Jaffe. I think it's Jaffe or Jaffe, and I read Meredith Jaffe's The Fence and really, really enjoyed that, so I picked this one up as well. Picked this one up called The Roanoke Girls, and it sounds really scary. It sounds like a thriller about young girls who keep escaping in the town of Roanoke, which is notoriously a kind of a scary town. So that sounds really good. And then I found a unicorn, Bookworms. I actually found a Christmas fiction book in a secondhand shop. It's called Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. It sounds like a Christmas romance. Sounds a little bit like cookie cutter Christmas romance, except it sounds really funny. So I think I'm going to enjoy it. So that's my haul from today and my Anne of Green Gables book that I got at Page and Turner. So, oh my gosh, I've had such a great weekend in Adelaide and this city's really got my heart, I think. I'm a Melbourne girl through and through, but if I had to live in a different city here in Australia, I think Adelaide would be really appealing. It's just got a really nice vibe. So I'm a bit sad to pack up and leave tomorrow, but I'll be back on the road tomorrow, back to hubby and the girls. On that note, Bookworms, I'm going to end that vlog here. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more cozy bookish content. I really, really appreciate all of your support. I'm going to get packed up and put all this away and try and pack it into the car. Thanks for being here, Bookworms, once again, and I'll catch you in the next vlog.
I think it was just a bunch of introverts internalizing.
Sure.
Kind of like boozed up romance occurring. Yeah, now I'm gonna ruin it.
Sorry. Oh no, scratch that.